In this video, we will be talking about other settings. It is under User Customization, Configuration, Function Setup, and General. If you scroll down to Other Settings, we will be talking about the following. The first is Sort Standard for search screens. When you click on it, you can sort based on code or name. You can set the sort standard for the process to be code. When we save it and head on over to the process, we can see that it has been sorted along code. However, when we switch it back to the name, we can see that it has been sorted as the name. The next is the display approval line status. So if you need to look at a lot of eCount reports and have the approval line available all the time, make sure to have it displayed. Once you save it like so, and head on over to inventory reports, such as inventory balance, you can see that it has been checked. The next is the slip input mode priority. By selecting it to move and view, this makes it easier to move along the slips. As you can see, you can move around the code. However, when set as enter and modify, this is easier when you want to press the enter button to move around. This might be more difficult than the previous setting, but it is a lot easier when you're trying to modify a lot of the information. Now the next is called a Groupware Usage. This allows you to download and look at the Groupware storage. So when you have certain files uploaded at certain menus like sales, you can click on the storage and you can click on the file count or click on details to actually move to the slip that has the file. You can download it directly from here. The next is the subgroup of level group status. By excluding the subgroup, you're not going to be able to search the lower level groups. For instance, if we go to Setup and Customer Vendor and check out the level group, for instance, if we look at Asia, we have A market. And as for the lower group, in Korea, it has First Street. So, when we search for Asia, only A market will show. However, when we change the settings to include the subgroup and search for the value again, we can see that the First Street has been included, which is a lower subgroup. Moving on back, if we go to the sending, set share via messenger, this function notifies when there is a modification or delete. So when we go to Groupware and edit certain elements and click Save, we can see that the modification message has been received. Going back, when we use the slip settings, you can set up a notification default setting. So let's say when you enter a sales order slip, set up the condition and select menu to apply and select sales order. You can set it up so that you can choose the email or messenger or message and choose the notification target. So once we save that setting, if we go to sales order and enter a new sales order slip, we can see that it has been prioritized to send it to Alex. Lastly, if we go to restrictions and set deactivated code restriction, if we set up a code restriction to item code and save, what happens is when you try to save a slip that has a restricted item code, it will not save it.